Hello, my name's Sean Abbey.
And I'm Colin Irwin.
And today we are making the South African milk tart. The milk tart is the South African dessert of choice. It is milk, sugar, flour, and vanilla extract combined. It's a South African pie that is just enjoyed after many dishes in South Africa.
So we already started getting it prepped. We got our milk and eggs right here. Sugar, flour, some vanilla, butter. And on the stove is some butter and milk that we're heating up. We're gonna mix it with the milk and eggs right here, but slowly enough so it doesn't cook the eggs itself. Got the pie crust going in here, heated up. So as soon as this gets boiling and stuff, and we mix it with here, get in there and get it cooked. Top with some cinnamon, good to go.
Making a little milk tart here, mixing it together, doing it slowly so make sure we don't cook the eggs that are already in here. Adding a little bit of sugar, a little bit of flour.
Alright, so we got our tart base nice and creamy at this point. We put it on the stove for a little bit to speed up the process. And what we're going to do is we're going to pour this in the pie crust. As you can see, it's very thick. And we're going to top this with cinnamon. We'll put it in the fridge, let it cool for the next couple hours, and South African milk tart.
My name is Parker Roselle, and I'm making a traditional South African dish called Potji, which translates into small pot food. You can use any combination of vegetables and meats. Today we chose to do some potatoes, some lamb, some onions, and celery and carrots. We're also going to put a little red wine in there.
I'm making a South African dish called biltong. It's similar to beef jerky. I took a steak and cut it into strips and marinated it with lots of salt and Worcestershire sauce and some A1 dry rub stuff. And South Africa, they use all kinds of meat, anything they can really find. They even use ostrich, I read, and but we don't have ostrich, so we're using steak. And we're gonna marinate it overnight, and then we're gonna they dry it outside on like wire racks for like 4 days in the sun to dry it out. We're not gonna do that because it's raining and that takes a long time. So we're gonna put it in the oven to dry it out. You just put it on a really low temperature and put it on the rack, and it takes like 3 or 4 hours, and we'll have biltong, which is similar to beef jerky here, so should be good.
Alright, so right now we're taking all of our vegetables, putting them in a slow cooker. Get the onions, those on top, and the red wine.
We're gonna also sear the chops. Get a little brown crust on them before we put them in the slow cooker. We're back to working on the biltong. Right now we're putting it out on this wire rack from my oven, and we preheated it to 170, 165.
Get out!
And Parker's watching the Braves game, so he's yelling. But we're gonna put this in the oven. Hopefully about 4 hours it'll be done and ready to eat.